Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Holy Quail. It's very exciting. This is our first nature chat as the
Yes,
Holy Quail. It's
it
myself
is.
and Andy here tonight. Hope everyone's doing well in chat. So you've got Birdie, Thisslax, and Pookie. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Andy?
I'm good. Yeah. Enjoying the weather. It's been fantastic.
It's
Woo, new name, says Birdie.
been amazing.
Yes, our new name.
Yeah, so
Didn't take as
Friday
long as we
was
thought it would either.
no, no. Admin process was actually quite smooth with everything, so it's nice to have our new name and new face. Half of it is coming soon. For the rest of it, I'm scribbling away some art, so soon new art will be out. Stream
Background will be
backgrounds and
different and
yeah, got plans for like emotes and subscriber badges and
yeah.
transitions, intro, outro pages, everything.
Hey, Barnacle.
Hi, Barnacle. But yeah, I've been speaking of weather. It's just been lovely, bar like
Mm.
1 or 2 days, but proper spring, almost summer. Like I'm hot in a t-shirt.
It's still cold in the morning. I still had to de-ice the car this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But other than that, gorgeous sunshine
Hmm.
every day. A little spattering of rain here and there, but lots of things to do. Plants waking up.
Yes. Yeah, so many plants out about. It's just been amazing. I miss IDing wildflowers, which is good because I've forgotten all of them since last year. So it's been great fun learning them again. Oh, it's lashing down with you about. Oh, Barnacle, no. I'll shove some sunshine up here. It's been such a lovely day in Wales. No,
It's supposed to rain here on Friday. Let me double check the weather app.
I think overnight the rain's meant to go. Hi, Nathan.
Yeah. Hey
I think
Nathan.
overnight it was meant to be a bit hazy. Oh, happy World Maths Day, everyone.
That's a day for
Everyone.
maths.
Oh.
Thought every day was a maths day.
Right, everyone, we need to put out as many maths puns as we can today.
Yes.
Yay, maths. That's the spirit, Barnacle. Woo! We love some maths.
Got some trigonometry and cosines and all that kind of stuff coming up. It doesn't
Doesn't
add
up.
up. You're
There we
right,
go.
Barnacle. It doesn't. That's a
We're off to
good.
a
That's
good
a good
start.
first pun.
Oh, no, I
Cool.
can't think of it right now. They'll come to me. Anyway,
I got better reception than I thought it would.
maths need more love.
I used to
We
love
haven't really
maths
done
at
that.
school. I did. I loved maths at school. It was great.
We should do some like mathsy topics in like nature because there's plenty of it.
There are.
That'd be a fun, like a math stream.
Like why do you plant when you're doing planting, why do you not do even numbers? You do odd numbers.
It's just like garden planting. Like,
Yeah, garden planting. Why do you do odd numbers, not even?
oh, sounds like beginning to a joke, to be honest.
Well, yeah. We were celebrating it in the school today, but I wasn't there because I was sick this morning. Oh,
Oh
birdie.
no, you're celebrating maths at home. The
Barkle says
fairies
because
will
the fairies will get you. Yeah, you should
need
always
to be
plant
odd.
an odd. If you're doing a bed of flowers and stuff, you should always plant an odd because it looks better. Because
Oh,
even
okay.
even numbers don't look natural. Odd numbers look natural.
Oh, I wonder why it's that. Maybe as humans we like patterns, so we just form pairs for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's more
'Cause you
aesthetic. Yeah, yeah, like rules of threes and things, and like displays and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Huh. There's got to be some like psychology there. Oh, you're feeling better, Birdie. That's good. Yeah, golden ratio fractals. That's true. Yeah, it'd be fun to go into like the maths of nature. That'd be a fun thing to delve in. There's a good rabbit hole there somewhere on like Wikipedia and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure we could do a whole stream on that. Maths and nature.
That'd be quite fun. We just start. We don't know. We just type in on Google maths and nature. And we just see where we end up.
Birdie did maths at uni. I did maths at uni as well, but
Nice.
it's part of my actual course because I did an engineering degree,
Oh,
and
cool.
it's very boring. But yeah, it was good. Like I say, I loved maths at school.
Mm.
My favorite subject.
I loved it, and then I went to uni to do basically maths, and then too much maths, like 6 modules of maths. I'm like, I quit. So I didn't quit.
GG maths lovers, yeah.
But yeah, maths needs more love.
That's
Or a
cool.
little engineering with an elective. Oh, nice.
No, it doesn't. It says thistle.
Thistle.
There's disagreement in our chat.
We will convince you. We will convert you to a maths lover. There'll be a stream. You come out saying, "I love maths."
We'll do lots of counting today. Did computer science, so some math there, says Pookie.
Yeah, there's species
Nathan
count.
says, I hate maths.
I think people hate maths just because the way it's taught.
Yeah.
If you have a bad teacher for your favorite subject, you hate it, and if you have an amazing teacher for the worst subject, you'll love it. I think
Yeah.
teachers are so much part of the how much you like it or not. What is computer science?
Oh, you mentioned a collab stream, math stream.
Oh, that'd be fun. Oh my gosh, Bird, yeah, you can come on. We can do like maths. That'd be fun.
Barco doesn't like being relied on for maths. I'm a double checker and don't trust the process. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Wait, when I get to gardens, I've got like an hourly limit that I've got to be in the garden for work.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I'll get to a garden, it'll say 8 hours. Okay, so that's how long we've got to be in the garden for, 8 hours. But when there's 3 of you, that 8 hours is spread between the 3 of you. So how long are we in that garden for?
So it's like 8 labor hours.
Yeah. So how long are we in that garden for?
2 2/3, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
You'll start the research process. Wonderful, Birdie. I think it'd be really fun. Need more guests. I have a friend which I need to ask about. Come as a guest stream, that'd be fun.
Cool.
Anyway, you got to chat out for maths for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we have. We should really be talking. 3 people, 8 hours, 4 hours each, and one takes a day break, says Barnacle. I would love
Maths.
that. I would seriously love that. I'm sure the other 2 would not be happy.
Maybe go on a rota, and the person's like, "Why am I paying for this person just to chill in a deck chair in my garden?" But one makes the tea. That's true. That is important. That's true.
It'd be the client. The client makes the tea and the coffees and brings it out to us. Sometimes with biscuits.
Okay. Ooh. Have you like ranked gardens by what kind of biscuits they give you?
We have.
It's like, yes, it's the Bourbon garden or something like that. I don't know. Oh no, this person gives us insert bad biscuit here. I don't know what bad biscuit would be.
But 3 people working 2 hours 40 minutes is not always the same as one person 8 hours. You're right, Bookie. It's not.
What if you had? What would be 6 times 8? 480 people in your garden for 1 minute. That'd be terrifying. It should be quite cool if you can have like people come like lift up the tree or carry it like in unison, drop it into another place or like scrounging out a hole.
Can you imagine 480 weeds being dug out?
Sprint
All
out,
in a minute.
grab
Like
it, lift it up.
your garden would go from really weedy to one area looking completely and utterly clear. Be like, wow.
Yeah.
All in a minute.
I'd be concerned by like it's like, hi, I like us a god. Oh yeah, they're just for the day, and you just see these like 5 massive coaches turn up. Just this wave of people plowing. Like, oh god, what's
You
happening?
wouldn't have a lawn anymore. It'd be completely gone. It's just traipsing over it.
Tough mudder through your back garden. It's like, can we have a cup of tea? Yeah, that'd be 480 cups of tea coming out.
5,000 cups of tea.
Pan a pack of biscuits like ravaged like a pack of doors, gone. Anyway.
Should we get on to wildlife encounters?
Yeah. Listen, have you been a guest on the old RSPB stream? So others need to go first. You can put them ahead of me. That'd be fun, Bertie. Yeah. guess is something you should have on. How's my day at Gwaith? It was very good, Nathan. I don't have any pictures from it today because I uploaded my pictures yesterday, but very lovely sunny day. We're taking out some invasive species, so Buddleia and Rhododendron. But just a lovely sunny day. Plenty of moths, hoverflies, bees, some leaves out, like the willow, the leaves are actually out. I was like, oh, green. I was loving it.
Seen lots of hawthorn leaf at the moment as well, which is really cool.
Yes, tastes really good as well. If you get the really fresh stuff, tastes nice and nutty.
Okay,
Recommend.
I didn't know that.
It's very
Didn't know
nice.
that about hawthorn.
But you have to be like as soon as it's just come out the bud, otherwise it just tastes like a leaf.
All right, okay.
But good. Quick maths. As a software engineer, we always said 9 women can't give birth to one baby in 1 month.
We said
I
that
like
if
that.
they just wanted to scale up the team to get things done quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are too many chefs spoil the broth, or too many cooks spoil the broth. That's kind of what we. That's
I think I saw some on the internet. It was like, it takes 10 musicians 20 minutes to play Bach Symphony Number 5. How long would it take 20 musicians? Like, that's not how music works. You can't just
no.
like play it twice as fast. Yeah. Oh, you've heard you've heard the first of the pied flies are back, Nathan. I haven't noticed that. I didn't see any today, but that'd be very cool. I didn't have too many birds today. Plenty of
Although,
chiff-chaffing, which was nice.
well, Pookie did get black cap.
Oh, they
That's
were
the
coming
first
back.
black cap we've had recorded.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, great segue onto wildlife encounters.
Yes. Shall I go first?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
I'll go for it. So I have 2 weeks worth because I couldn't make it last week because I was at a concert. So I have 2 weeks worth. So I shall. I'll start with my street moth because I was very excited. This was about 2 weeks ago. My first street moth of the year. I think it's my only street moth so far, actually. But it was a lovely one. Dernia flagella, I think. But a really lovely street moth blending in with this lovely person's wall. But I'm very happy to see my first street moth of the year. It's that time, well, basically all the time of the year apart from a few winter months. Keep an eye on your shops and your walls and your houses and your neighbours and everything for any moths. It makes walking through urban areas much more interesting, I have to say.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm not very good to have
Searching for your
conversations with.
moths.
Yeah, because I'm just not looking where I'm going. I'm just like scanning window panes, like crevices where the moths would be. I'm like, yeah, cool. Just looking as I walk along. Gargany.
Gargany as well, yeah.
You get black
I
cat
was
once
also
every 2
added to the
years.
list. That's why we have 380 species in our species count now.
Oh my god. Oh, we got to go through and have like a cumulative curve. It's like now is when we're going right up the steepest part.
Loads and loads of insects added this week. Loads of creepy
Yeah.
crawlies.
Yeah, I had a few. I was putting my stuff on things yesterday, like wildlife encounters and fungi and stuff that I had over the last 2 weeks, but I wasn't going to talk about. So like, I'll put them on because people might appreciate them. I've only seen one gargany ever. Oh no! I think I've seen 1 or 2. Daddy longlegs making baby longlegs. Ah.
I've been seeing lots of ladybugs doing that too.
Ah.
And something else which is in my wildlife encounters, which I shan't mention at the moment. So.
Yes. Anyway, I'll move on from my street moth. I'll go into my purple saxifrage. This was one of my favorite spring bloom moments of the last few weeks. So I put another few flowers I've seen out in the spring bloom folder on our Discord. But yes, I was very excited to go and look for the purple saxifrage, one of the many lovely alpine flowers you get here in North Wales and in Scotland. There's a fire engine outside, if you can hear that.
Nino. And the blue lights flashing by as well.
I know. Get the whole show.
Like a
yes,
disco.
purple saxifrage. Lovely walk up the side of the mountain. really hot. Like I was hot in shorts and t-shirt. I was glad to go into the shade of the hillside. Just a very lovely alpine flower. The first kind of proper alpine flower to come out. So it's these lovely rocks covered in this little bunches of purple, like pinky purple blue flower. They are really lovely. Yeah, one of my favorite alpine flowers. Looks tiny. They're about ooh, the bunch in that one's probably about just bigger than my palm, like the size of a palm. But the bunches can range from like one tiny flower, like an inch across, to larger bunches, maybe 9, 10 inches across, like a large bunch. But very lovely. Yeah, not so teensy. It's kind of hard to get the scale with kind of moss on the rock. I should have my hand next to it, but yeah, my hand would probably like fill that screen if I put it on the rock there. So kind of small, but big enough you notice them when you walk past, which is really nice. So very happy to see them. What I gone to? I gone to my I went to South Stack. Turns out the same day Nathan went to South Stack a few weeks ago. I think it was not the weekend just gone, but the weekend before that. You can hear that fire engine now, Nathan, traveling up through Bangor. That's funny. Um, I shall go on. I'll go on to my chuff. I was very happy to get a chuff because at this point we were still looking for chuff on the species list. So I was like, "There's a chuff! Grab it!" Um, oh, what a lovely bird! I just love chuff so much. Chuffs and ravens just having fun in the air.
I just
I
love
just
watching them.
yeah, I was chuffed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they just the chuff just like swooping and diving and just going along on the cliffs. It's like, let's just turn back and go the other way as well. Yeah, and just having
The,
so much fun.
the constant key, key, key.
Yeah, like meow.
Yeah, they're just,
So much fun.
oh, beautiful birds.
Hmm.
My first time I saw them was at South Stack as well, actually. So
It is a great spot for them. Yeah, I think there's a few general places in North Wales, like Sussex really good, the Grey Torm's really good, the Llyn Peninsula's really good. But yeah, Sussex's always been like a go there. I've always seen chuff, which is really nice. Oh, Pimpernel sized flowers, sparkle from before. Uh, a tad bigger than Pimpernel, but yeah, that kind of smaller flower, kind of sized. But yes, very happy to see the chuff because that was our final corvid to add to our group, and I think Nathan added chuff. I think it was a few days ago.
yeah. Nathan says that hole below Peregrine and Fulmer nest is actually a chuff nest, by the way. Watch the
Oh
pair go
really?
back and forth with nesting material.
Oh wow, that's very cool. Hmm. As you talk about it, I might as well go to my peregrine photo. Um,
I had a
this
peregrine
was
photo last week, and you've got one this week.
amazing. This was actually
Now,
with Nathan, so it would look like the exact same picture because it was taken about 1 meter to the left of Nathan's picture. Um, but yeah, it was a Saturday. We ended up going on the same BTO breeding bird survey training course for the morning. And then it was like, should you go look at some peregrine? I was like, yeah, let's go. So we went, walked up, trying to see where the nest was. And then Nathan somehow managed to spot the peregrine on top of the cliff. I was like, oh, that isn't just a rock, that is actually a peregrine. Stayed watching for a while. Didn't really move. Kind of shuffled around, pooped a bit, which we both got a photo, but Nathan got a nice one on the Discord. Waited for it to take off, but nothing. But a lovely bird. And then Nathan back the next day and got some lovely pictures of it flying around and the pair, which is very cool.
I saw if this is at South Stack, I saw a peregrine there a couple of years ago, uh, facing into the wind, facing inland, and the wind was coming over the moor. It's
Mm.
facing that, and it was catching like dragonflies and stuff that are being blown off the land
Oh, really?
and eating them on the wing. It was amazing to see.
Huh. That's cool. I'd love to see. like birds of prey go for like insects and stuff. I've never seen that before.
Hobbies. Just watch
Yeah,
Hobbies.
I've seen one hobby, and it just like sped past me really quickly. I was like, oh my god, but like the nice jet black. I was like, wow,
I'll try and get videos of it this year at Langford.
oh, that'd be cool.
Uh, First time I ever went to Langford, there was 7 hobbies like
Wow.
flying around over my head. It was amazing. Oh, and ring ouzels are back at Aberfalls, and you can also pop in and get some very good whiskey at Aberfalls Distillery.
I might pop into Aberfalls for the ring rituals. Saturday morning, I'm free. That's gonna be a
Must
busy
be
day.
like ready to cook pizza for them.
But yeah, I'll go on to my Fulmar picture because Nathan mentioned the Fulmar. So yeah, this was a nest right next to the peregrines, which like, oh my god, why is that Fulmar just there? It was just doing like casual loops around the place and then sat right next to the nest. And then it turns out that is actually a Fulmar nest, which they come back to year after year, right next to the peregrine nest. So either brave or stupid or both, having a Fulmar nest right next to it.
I think the peregrines are smart enough not to go near a young Fulmer chick because it will get
Yeah,
covered in snot.
but the adults, like we were watching, this was whilst the peregrines perched on top of the cliff, and the farmer was doing these really nice casual loops around the place. You know, like there's a peregrine right there, but it just doesn't care.
Yeah, it's
So,
big
yeah.
enough not to worry.
Mm.
I'll
But
get
yeah, oh,
hobby. Last year we had a nest
wow,
in a power pylon. They take over crow's nest. Oh, that's cool.
wow, that'd be
Yes,
cool.
please, Pookie. I love hobbies. They're gorgeous,
Mm.
especially when they're flying. Oh,
Yeah, I'd love to see one properly. I just had one shoot by, so good views would be nice.
going after swallows. The last one I saw was going after swallows.
Yeah, mine was going after swallows as well. And knowing how quickly swallows go side to side and just seeing the hobby go jet past is very cool. But yes, oh, fulmars. I love fulmars. I just love seabirds in general. Like they're
Yeah,
all my top group of birds, but fulmars are top of the top. Really, love birds. Just great to watch. Wasn't very windy, so they were flapping a lot, but 20, 30 mile an hour winds. They're just in their element. Just beautiful to watch. No flapping at all. Just gliding around the place. Oh, what should I go on to? I've gone to my guillemots. So that's why I went to South Stack to go see the seabirds return. This was 2 weekends ago. Um, just the sound of a seabird colony. I miss it so much. Just amazing sounds and sights. So the many guillemots and razorbills back on the cliffs. No kittiwakes. I think there were a few seen on the cliffs, but none that day. I think I've seen a few days before. And I think that technically the first puffin was there, and then it was on the cliff, but I didn't see it. And then Nathan managed to see 4 later on in the day. So they're back. But I was just very happy with my guillemots and razorbills. I just love auks. Such beautiful birds. Just the sound of the colony, the bustle,
yeah.
hustle and bustle.
It smells, but you don't care while you're there watching them.
It's a great smell. I
Oh, if
love
you
this.
think
I
so.
love the smell of the seabird colony. It
Oof.
just reminds me of islands and cliffs, and I love it.
Yes, Barnacle. It is amazing how many there are.
Yeah, it's just a sea of them, and that was like 1/5 of that one cliff, and then there's another one behind you, and there's another on the other side, and then that side of the cliff. It's just amazing the scale of seabird colonies.
Yeah, I did Bempton the last 2 years in May, and it's phenomenal.
Mm.
Like
That's
you
my
think,
last proper seabird place to go, Bampton.
is it? It's so good.
Excited to go.
Bempton is so good.
Gannets up close. I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
excited to see
Literally,
that.
they're right in front of you. Like you feel you can reach out and touch them.
Mm.
Loads of kittiwakes, fulmar, puffins, razorbills, guillemots. Get peregrine there as well. And then they've
Mm.
also got like open grasslands too. So there's a barn owl nest there.
Yeah, I remember your
Uh,
video from last year.
I've
Barn Lot.
seen Wind Chat there, Redback Shrike,
Tree
reed
Sparrow.
reed buntings, tree sparrows,
Mm.
swallows, uh, spotted flycatcher, linnets, loads of farmland birds, lots of skylark. Yeah, it's just such a
Mm.
good sight.
Yeah, I'm very excited to visit.
And if you're going to do Bempton, make sure you get onto the boat as well. So you can go down to Bridlington, jump on the boat, and they take you to the base of the cliffs. Then you come back
Oh,
again to Bridlington, and then you jump in the car and you drive up to Bempton and you do the top of the cliffs all in one day.
oh, that sounds like a great day. Oh no, you didn't put San Martin on the list.
San Martin, I don't remember seeing your San Martin image.
Oh no, poor Nathan.
Sorry,
Only
Nathan.
photos only.
Is it in Wildlife Encounters? I'm assuming it is.
Same day as
Find
Bittens. Oh, you're Bittens, Nathan. Oh my god. Was that at Digo? Because we were both there the day before and we heard lots of booming.
Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, that's my bad.
So excited for all the spring and summer birds to come back. Like the Hirundines and all the swifts,
Swifts would be so good.
flycatchers. Oh, I love birds. Had 12 flyers of San Martins and the calls are lovely.
That's up to 382.
Whoa. Same day as Sock Puppet. Ah, yes. Oh my gosh, that picture, as I'm sure we'll see later. I still can't see the bird. We're going to need to point it on stream. I'm like, ugh. Blur. Yeah, Diego saw 3 Bittens in flight and 5 different ones calling. That's amazing. What time are you there? Was that kind of first thing or last thing? Because it looked quite like early or late, like the light was 9 a.m. First
So I'm just
thing.
going to say, Nathan, you've just beaten Jack Badams to seeing Bitterns.
Poor Jack. He's struggling. Oh, San Martins are here as well. Also the Barn Martins. Oh, they were back. It was raining. Maybe I'll try and go on Saturday morning. I'm free then. Or Friday morning. I'll work out. That'll be fun. Anyway, I am getting caught up. I'll go to my Raysville image for my other orc.
The greatest seabird, in my humble opinion. I
Mm-hmm.
love razorbills.
They're great. I love them a lot.
Oh, it's a lovely shot
Beautiful
as
birds.
well.
I love them a lot. You go back next Monday morning to try and get some better photos. Oh, best of luck. That'd be really cool.
Is that of the Bitterns, Nathan?
I imagine so.
Because if it is, I'll just say good luck. Yeah, cool.
That'd
Good
be
luck, honestly.
cool.
San Martins are here as well. Also, the Barn Martins. That's the Swallows, yes.
I'm excited to see them again.
I can't wait to see some swallow pictures, Pookie.
Not long. Not long. But yes, lovely razor bills. Getting cliffs covered in them, and it's lovely watching the pairs claim the little ledges on the rocks.
This'll manage to get a common snipe
Oh,
on
lovely.
Sunday in Rymeads. That's a great spot. This'll, fantastic. Sniper, not easy to see either.
Yeah. I can see them as they're flying away. We're like,
Yeah,
oh, yep, that was a snipe.
like woodcock.
Yeah. I've never seen a woodcock stationary. I'd love to like have a little alarm saying there's a woodcock just in front of you. Don't take another step. I'm like, oh, okay, and try and
Yeah.
look out for it instead of get jump scared as they give me a heart attack. What's you in the garden for a wee while? Oh, it was
That's,
trodden one today. Oh
that,
god.
that, that's because of all your sheep in your garden, Barnacle.
Need those crocuses to form a boundary, as you were saying in wildlife encounters.
Crocuses and daffodils.
Yeah, biological defenses. Anyway, I'll go on to. I'll go on to my crow. This is a nice crow sitting on or perched on one of the information boards. But I just loved the way the light was catching its head. This was a very
Oh, that is
pretty,
a nice shot.
pretty
Love
picture
it.
of a crow.
Love a carrying crow.
So, oh, did you see a blade across the dark grass behind Arnold? Yeah, that's the one. Wood. Cool snipe, water snipe, and woodcock. Wood snipe. Oh, that's cool, Pookie. Water snipe and wood snipe. Makes sense.
Does.
Hmm. Yeah, just a lovely crow. Nothing. Not much of a story behind it, apart from wandering around the car park, looking majestic. And I go on to my raven. Those are some great views of. Thank you, Nathan. Of raven and chuff. So I think it was 2 ravens and 4 chuff were basically just. Well, it was basically the chuff were moving along the cliffs in their 2 pairs, and like, oh, this is a nice spot on the cliff. Let's just sit here for a bit. And the ravens just came over like, just like coming around, spooking the chuff away, and they're like, oh, and they're like chasing each other. Then it was quite windy. They're kind of just gliding. So quite a not much of a chasing away. But it's like, okay, we'll go in this direction now. And then quite comically, the ravens would come back and then scare the chuff back towards the other way. So kind of basically passing right in front of us, but really close because we're right on the top of the cliffs, and just passing right in front. It was very special. And yes, as one of the ravens, as it was perched on a fence post and then took off to probably go scare the chuff away because it was being annoying or something like that. But yeah, the dangly legs. Chuff and Raven with a little, and the crow, just all corvids, little dangly legs flying as they. I found it very funny. Very cute. And then, was it the last thing I wanted to talk about was something I came across with Nathan actually, which I've never seen before, is a worm in a knot. Has anyone here seen a worm tied in a knot? Because I hadn't before. This part.
Never. I see
Okay.
loads of worms.
Yeah, because I was curious if it was quite a common thing, which I've just never come across, or have I just completely missed seeing a worm in a knot? So I'm curious to know if anyone else has seen a worm in a knot. But this is one I saw with Nathan whilst on a little walk, and he got his amazing nursery web spider image. I was like, oh, I was there at the moment it was taken. It was very exciting. But this is something which I'd never seen before. I was like, oh, is it okay? Is this normal? Is this natural? Oh, you've seen a barnacle. That's cool. So I did a little look into it, and it's completely natural, but it's not ideal. So they're not in the best state, but they're still fine as such. So earthworms, they don't breathe like we do, as such, like through our lungs. They breathe through a process called cutaneous respiration. So they basically absorb oxygen through the skin. It diffuses through the body, and then carbon dioxide diffuses out through the body and out through the skin, instead of in through the lungs and out through the lungs, as we do. So this process of respiration is undergone by groups of animals, including insects, amphibians, fish, sea snakes, turtles, and to a lesser extent in mammals. So this is something I was really surprised that mammals actually do respire in this way. Some bats can use, or some bats have up to 12% of their carbon dioxide excretion through their skin, so through cutaneous respiration, which I thought was really cool. And even humans, so myself, yourself, Andy, everyone in chat, you are all respiring about 1 to 2% of your gases via your skin, which
Wow.
I thought was very cool, and I thought would have been a lot lower than that. Everyone, but yes, even you. Yes, Barnacle. Presuming everyone here is human, then you may or may not be respiring through your skin. But yeah, I was very surprised to work out or find that humans have 1 to 2% of their gas exchange via the skin, just like an earthworm does. And this method of respiration means the air dissolves in like usually a layer of mucus. So worms, if you pick them up, then they feel quite slimy. That's like a natural mucus they produce, and that's what allows them to breathe. So the oxygen dissolves into the mucus, then absorbs into their body. Carbon dioxide does that in reverse, so goes into the mucus, then gets released out into the atmosphere. We are worm. We are kind of worm. We are a little bit worm. So worms require to stay moist, as that allows them to breathe properly. So if there's quite unfavorable conditions, so if it's really dry, really hot, then that means they might lose their mucus. So in order to preserve what mucus they have, they will tie themselves into a knot. So this is what I saw here with this worm under a rock. They had said, okay, it's quite unfavorable conditions. I'm just going to tie myself into a knot to preserve the mucus on the inside of my knot as best as I can. And then when conditions get better, so it gets a bit moister, a bit warmer, whatever it needs, then it will untie itself and carry on its merry way. So that was something because I love these little tidbits of information. Like, oh, what's that? Look it up, and then you get some really cool answers in nature. But the all important question is, earthworms have an average lifespan of 1 to 2 years if they're an urban earthworm, or 6 to 8 years for a rural earthworm. But what is, vaguely, the longest lifespan of a earthworm? Citation needed. Big asterisk. But yes, what do we think? The oldest rings? What? I didn't say they've been ringwormed. But no. What do you think the oldest earthworm, with a very dodgy citation needed for a reference?
Nathan Barnacle, what you thinking?
Oh, you're being polite and asking now, Nathan.
14 years, 3 months, 15.5 days. Thistle
Whoa.
says 43 years.
We got a range. A clever wee worm it's bringing to mind when eels glitch and tangle around brine pools. I imagine when you say they glitch, do they do that intentionally or just get tangled unintentionally? But that's cool that eels do that as well.
Nathan's gone 12.
12. Ooh. Here's another fun worm fact for you all. Worms don't have hearts the same way as we do. They have 5 aortic arches, which are like very simple hearts for all intents and purposes. So they have like 5 little, like 1-chamber pumps instead of our fancy 4-chambered hearts. But yeah, worms have 5 hearts. Is your classic simplified phrase too. So that's fun.
I'm thinking this number could be crazy. Like, I don't think
Yeah,
Thistle's 43
it could be.
years is
Yeah, it could be 10 or it
mad.
could be 50. I had no
Yeah.
idea going into this.
Nathan says immortal. Ooh.
Yes, the current living worm is still going. It's like a fossil at this point. Important work question, and I'm sorry if I missed it.
Which end is
Which
the
is the
front?
front?
I don't think they have fronts.
They do have a front. They have a mouth at the front and an anus at the back.
Okay, so they do go one
So it's not like a.
directional.
Yeah. I think there is a way you can inspect a worm to work out where its mouth and anus is.
Early bird catches up to them. Yes, Nathan, they do.
No.
So lots of robins doing that today.
Yeah, worms like having a nap. So they don't get eaten. Ooh,
I'm
Barnacle
gonna
on
s- I'm
70
gonna
years.
say 13 years. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
13 years. Yeah.
Hookworms eat the slugs too. But we love slugs. Because they do have ears when cut in half. That's true. What was your guess? Was it 14, did you say?
Mine 13.
Yeah, 13.
13 years.
The ones in my allotment would deter them to the neighbour's allotment. Does not recommend the half of worm. Yes, please do not go around bisecting worms.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. The worm will not approve.
No, it'll
Be a
die.
very unhappy worm. Yes. But to put you all out of your misery, the maximum lifespan of a earthworm that I could find through a very vague and probably unreliable source is 20 years. So it's pretty long. Like, not insanely long. But for a worm, that's longer than like the longest ever small passerine we've been looking on the stream.
That
Like
is.
a worm has outlived the bird. There's a metaphor in there somewhere. Holy Cromula. Yeah, average lifespan for rural worms. That's
I think
a
Birdie
long
gets that
time.
one.
I
14 years, 3 months, 15.5 days. I think that's the closest.
was oh, that's
You
true.
did, Birdie. I think you won.
Yeah. You start saying,
I think that's more to do with his internet connection, Thistle.
I don't know if my video not coming through properly.
You're back again. Are you? No, you're frozen.
I'm back. Oh,
The wonders of modern technology, everyone.
I'm not a fan. My internet's so annoying. Am I back yet?
I can hear you on and off. Worms on the line. Yes, Barnacle, they are.
Oh, worm interference.
Worm interference.
Interference. Am I back in a good enough form now?
Yes.
Wonderful. But there, that is my short highlight on the earthworm in a knot.
That's cool.
Ta-da!
So it's to protect the mucus. That's very funky.
Yeah. So if you come across a worm and they're not, do not fret. They'll be okay. May put them in a bit of a moister place, but they are fine.
Ooh, there's an Aurora red alert now. Ooh, says Thistle. That's cool. I don't know how clear it is outside. I've got to go to the shops when we're finished, so I might see it. You never know.
Keep an eye out, everyone.
Mm.
Gotta check now. Ooh. Possibly. Anyway, what have you seen the last week or so, Andy?
Well, unfortunately, mine haven't been quite so exciting as yours.
Don't say that. Every wildlife encounter is exciting.
But something did happen that I was very excited about.
Oh, there we go.
But I'll get to that at the end of my wildlife encounter. So
Ooh,
I'm going to start off
we'll
with
get to it.
a bird we probably see an awful lot now, but I'm still in awe of them because I never saw one as a kid.
Hmm.
And that's a buzzard. I love buzzards. I think they're so cool.
Could be very overrated because lots of people are like, oh yeah, it's just a buzz. You see them
Just
everywhere,
a
but
buzzard.
they
Just a
are
buzzard.
great birds. Beautiful birds.
So there's 3 circling, and this is one of them.
Oh, lovely.
And it was quite a cold day as well, Sunday, for us. A bit overcast.
Hmm.
And we went walking in an area. So walking in an area we've walked before, but we took a different path. So I would normally the first time I've been there, I went right, and this time we went left,
Mm-hmm.
which was quite cool. So,
Hmm.
but this was seen just at the point where you make that decision: do I go right or do I go left?
Yeah, the split-second decision.
Which is cool. So on the way back, I found I was walking past this area, and I could just hear croaking. And I was like, "Ooh, frogs!"
Mhm. Yeah.
And I found some frog spawn.
Frog spawn.
We saw something unusual today. A female marsh harrier circling with 4 buzzards really high in the sky, like
Oh,
really high, higher than any of the other birders have ever seen before.
whoa. That's cool.
Look at all that frog spawn. Look at it all.
That's a huge clump.
That's a massive clump of frog spawn. Then
Huh.
I heard splashes, and I found the culprits. Found the culprits for all this frog spawn. Please, can I get the culprits for the frog spawn image up? Look
Excited
at
to see
them.
what it is.
Look at them. They were busy.
Busy bees.
Busy frogs.
Aw.
So I thought that was very cool.
Oh my, spider. TOS. It's nature. It's just some pictures of some frogs.
So yeah, so that was I was quite excited about that. I thought it was very funky.
Yeah, it's not all the time
But
you see them
no,
together.
definitely not. And it's also not often that you see frog spawn either. I used to
Hmm.
play the golf course I used to play on when I was a kid. They've got some big ponds, and they were always like teeming with spawn, frog spawn,
Hmm.
and then the tadpoles
Oh.
was nuts. But there we go. But the thing I was really excited about was this. Now I've got a video.
Ooh.
Okay, I apologize for the wind noise. I have managed to
Oh no.
minimize the wind noise a little bit. Okay, but please can I get the video one? I might have to. There it is. I'm going to turn the volume up.
What a nice sound. Windlark.
Excuse me.
I do love the songs. So you just
Yeah.
listen forever.
Oh, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Can you replace this with the image, please? So this is obviously a skylark. So we're walking over some fields. These fields haven't been touched for quite a few years,
Hmm.
by the looks of it. And here they are. So this image isn't from Sunday. This is one I took at Frampton Marshes. I think last year. It's the
Oh, that's
best
a really
picture I've
nice
got of a
image.
skylark at the moment. So
No.
there you go. But if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about how to identify skylark to woodlark, and you can see
Hmm.
on the tail feathers here, there's the white stripe, the whitest stripe that runs down the tail, on the
Oh
edge of the tail,
yeah.
whereas the
You see that
woodlark
before.
has that across the base of the tail.
Oh, okay.
And then, as Pookie very kindly pointed out, the skylark has a longer tail. The woodlark's is much shorter.
Hmm. There you go.
It's quite cool. But I was going to talk a bit about skylark
No.
because I love them. So, as one of our most celebrated birds in literature, poetry, art, and music, the skylark hardly needs an introduction. It's one of 90 species that makes up the UK Farmland Bird Indicator. As a group, these species are amongst our most declining birds, and skylark numbers have fallen precipitously since the mid 1970s. However, the latest UK population trend indicates a small upturn in this species' fortunes. The skylark is found across Britain and Ireland and can be heard singing in its song on high at any time of the year on sunny days. In the summer months, the song of the skylark becomes a force of nature, whilst in the winter, skylarks often gather in large flocks on farmland, salt marsh, and dunes. Skylarks can lay up to 4 clutches a year, but this has likely been limited by agricultural intensification in recent decades, and the switch from spring to autumn crop sowing in particular. This switch may also reduce overwinter survival due to loss of winter stubble.
Hmm.
My easy side is we don't get woodlark here. They'd be considered rare. Well, these are considered rare as well. These are actually UK red listed or skylarks.
Hmm.
There's been an 11% decline since 1995. So, really big downturn.
Wow.
They, like we say, they up to 4 clutches a year. Their first clutch is laid on my birthday. Hey, hey, which is
Exactly, just
the
for you.
middle of May. It is exactly my birthday, the 19th of May. There we go. That's now on record. Incubation period is around about 2 weeks, with a fledging period of 2 weeks. And incubation is predominantly done by the female. And the weight of an egg is 3.3 grams. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
So, with an average lifespan of 2 years, what do we think the maximum age of ringing for a skylark is?
2 years, so short. I'm thinking 11 years, 12. Yeah, 12 days. I'm going days first, and 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Piggy said 8, Thistle said 13.
I like Barnacle's representation of
9
Scarlet.
years, 2 days, and 13 hours.
Very good Skylark Cool Barnacle. Yeah, I've got to say, with our channel points,
9 years, 1 day, and 14 hours. Birdicris, 9 years in a week.
yeah, I got to say, with our channel points, you do have the option. We have the redeem of animal impressions, which is very exciting. Brought over from the RSPB stream, so when you get your 1,000 or 2,500 channel points, we'll make any animal impression. Or just any impression. I guess it doesn't have to be an animal. Or flexible. It depends on the request, I should say. It could be a gamble if it's not an animal.
So I'm going to say that 3 people, but do we have a redeem for Andy dresses as a toad? No, not yet. Not yet. That's not happened.
How many channel points do you think it's worth, Birdicris?
I was just going to say 1.
Redeemable every stream.
Every second, which means I'll just always be dressed as a toad.
Worst things could have happened.
1 would be silly.
You say 2 instead or something.
5 at least.
There we go. An impression of a mathematician doing a burb count.
Chris, what are you working this weekend?
Might you make a visit to a certain
I might make a
resort?
visit to a certain site. So 3 people have got the year right. It's Mother's Day, of course I am. So Sunday, no problem. Yeah, so 3 people got the year right. So that's obviously 9 years, and 1 person is 3 days out.
Ooh. That's impressive.
And that's Birdicris. It's 9 years and 10 days, set in 2001.
Oh. Poor Barnacle. I'm not gonna say poor Nathan because he did his thing, but poor Barnacle's been sandwiched.
And in Gaelic, I think it's pronounced Usig.
Oh, that's a nice one. Usig.
It's Uiseag, Usig.
Do we get points awarded if we win the guessing game? That is a genius thing. So how do we do that?
Yes, how can we add points? We need to figure this out.
I know there's like gambling you can do, but that's not quite what we want. Like
Ushak. Okay,
predictions.
Ushak. Thank you, Barnacle. Ushak. So the SEAG is a shack. Ushak. Daylight saving this weekend for UK. It is, Pookie. It is.
Oh, this weekend? Oh, wow.
It's this weekend. Oh, you can't give points. Boo is what we say.
You can't give points.
I wonder if we could have like a badge for the person who wins the age guessing game, and then we can add that for the next week, and you get the badge for the week.
That would be cool.
So an hour less in bed and a really busy Sunday ahead. Of course, I'm on duty.
Oh, good luck, Birdicris.
If I manage to get my decorating finished on Saturday, then I might pop over to Frampton on Sunday. Yes, so it's spring forward, fall back is the best way to remember it, Thistle.
Hmm.
You could VIP them. Oh, okay.
Ah,
We'll have to set up a VIP list.
channel points reward queue. That's not how we wanted it.
Chris can help you decorate, then you can both scoot to Frampton after. Okay, that's a good idea. I like this. I like this idea, Barnacle.
Teamwork.
It's got a lot of sanding and oiling to do, you know. But there we go. That is my wildlife encounters for the week. I saw some other cool things as well. Like I saw crows. I found a jackdaw nest hole.
Oh,
So I'm going to try and keep an eye on that.
that's
Uh,
cool.
what else did I see? I saw I think cool things like goldfinches and robins and dunnocks and wrens and
Yeah,
whatnot. But
some good birds.
yeah, some lovely things. Didn't hear any song thrush this time though, because I went to the
Oh, that's
same
good.
areas where I got the song thrush video from.
Hmm.
Didn't hear a single song thrush. If only I wasn't already working.
I think I've just been hearing song for us constantly,
I keep hearing them now. Yeah,
everywhere. Yeah.
yeah, I keep hearing them now.
Hmm. Yeah, like with the Twitch channel, you can do things like predictions, where people can like gamble their channel points on if a prediction would be this or that. I don't know how we can do that with our stream, but I guess we could work it out. That's something we could do. We could do polls.
We could do polls. Like we could do
That'd be
like
fun, actually.
5 different choices for the poll, and then one of them's correct, and then see if everybody gets them right. But I like the way we do it, where people just come up with ages.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
brilliant.
I wish there was a way you could like give people channel points. That'd be very handy. Polls and agents. Though. Yeah, work out to like polls on other stuff and predictions and things where you can use your channel points more because we need more rewards as well. Channel points
You
rewards.
can't do predictions in the Netherlands because of gambling laws. Wow.
No, that's sad.
I do
No.
I I do like the loot crate laws though in the Netherlands, Pookie. I think that's really good. Like gaming industry has gone crazy with loot boxes,
Hmm.
and the Netherlands finally just went, nope, you can't have them here,
Oh, that's good.
which is the right way to go.
Yeah, because it is just gambling, but you don't get your money back, really.
No.
We can predict in secret pooks. Yes. You cast your ballot over here.
Cool. Shall we start looking through our your guys' ones? Let's get on to the wildlife encounters
Hmm. That'd be good.
channel. I'm trying to find where we got to. We
They
need to
aren't
go
loot
back to the
boxes.
20th.
They're not loot boxes. They're surprise mechanics.
Yes, they are surprise mechanics of
Well
how
done.
to take all of your money.
No surprise there. There's been loads of stuff in there. Wildlife encounters.
Back to the 20th, and we're starting off with Pookie. It's a Park Day Raven.
Oh my gosh,
Will
that's
be
a
the
lot of
first
scrolling.
image.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of scrolling.
There's a lot.
There we go. Blimey. I'll do the obligatory. If
So
you're not in
many
the Discord,
great birds.
come join our Discord community if there's anyone out there who
And
wants to
lots of
join.
insects coming through now as well.
Yeah, I've seen, what was it, like 4 new insects just today, which I hadn't seen before. So, like, whoa, all those to add.
And we move on to the large tortoise shell, which we don't get here in the UK. If we do, we're very, very super duper whooper lucky. And then an Aristotelis speck. I think that's been changed though. I think Nathan suggested it was something else. Can't remember what that was. A
Is it
pond
Aristotle
slider.
Turnax or something?
It
Yeah, it
was
has
Nathan.
Nathan. Mm-hmm.
It
Been a
definitely
good week.
was. A comet is next.
The legs.
And a song thrush.
Pond slider sounds like a name you call someone. It doesn't like a bit of a slur or something. Go out of here, you pond slider.
Moving on to the next group, Morphin Pookie from the following day. I love how you managed to get out every single day, Pookie.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just nice to see you.
Lovely
See you
green
out and about.
finch. Gorgeous. And there's a video coming up.
Yeah, it is a lovely picture. I had my first greenfinch calling last week.
I was watching
Around
one
a
on the
week
top of a
ago.
tree yesterday, and it was so close. I was like, I just wish I had my camera. So good. Next up's
I
a
don't think I've seen one.
goldfinch.
It's just like this. It's like, oh, so good. Oh, I had your first black cap saying to do anything. Oh, nice.
And then onto some lovely linnets.
Yeah, glorious lights. Lovely in the summer.
Putting the video.
Nice weather and health is okay. I'm glad the health's okay, Pookie. Managed to get out and about.
And then a gorgeous stone chat. Look at that male stone chat in the reeds. That's a great shot. You feel the wind moving and like the bird just leaning into it. So cool.
Swaying and oh yeah.
Yeah. And then what has been nicknamed fat ants.
Did
Or
I miss this
pheasants.
from last week? I feel like I missed a memo. I was confused by seeing fat ants in weekly wildlife encounters. Like,
Yeah,
what happened
when I
last
saw
week?
that, I thought, "Where's this fat ant?" And then you see it, then you suddenly get it.
Yeah, it's like I definitely missed a joke or something last week.
And then the next one is a great grey
Oh,
shrike.
so good.
And then a lovely buzzard. And finally, so I have put this down as a southern small white onto our welcome to Hotel California. Yeah, onto our species count for this moth. Or not moth, sorry, it is a butterfly. If anybody can correct me, imagine if eagles could sing. I wonder what tune they'd make. Hotel California. We're moving on to Nathan next, and what I think is one of the best pictures I've seen.
Such a nice image.
I absolutely adore this twite image. This first
Can't
one is
mistake it.
just stunning. I think this is one of my wildlife encounter highlights of the year, and it's not even my wildlife encounter.
Is a good one. Cover of Vogue. It's a looker.
And then it gets like better with the black red starts. It's just crazy. What a day. That's definitely not an Andy pick. Thanks, Chris.
Oh, there is quite a lot of aurora around, actually.
Is there?
Yeah.
Move on to the next group, please.
No.
With a Wheater, or is it a Windchat? You know, that's the one I always get mixed up. Windchat, Wheater. Is a Wheater.
Yeah, we should. It's
A
nice to see
pied
them
wagtail.
again.
Windchats aren't back yet, I don't think. No, I think you're right, Nathan. A lovely meadow pipit. Moving on to a rock pipit. Doing a wren impression. Six distant common eider. And a lovely mallard in the middle.
Blending right in. Oh, I should go look for black red starts. But they hang out in industrial zones, not the nicest place to walk around in. Oh. Comes the nice parks.
Bottlenose dolphin, which we've added to the mammal list.
Yay.
And then my hawthorn shield bug. Bug on a rug,
Bug on a rug.
as Nick said.
Did you find it inside?
No, it was outside. So I was clipping box hedging, and to help with the tidy up, you put sheeting down around the box hedging so that all the clippings fall into the sheeting. And we were using old towels, and
Oh.
you just lift the old towels up, put them up, and this was on one of the towels.
Oh.
This is Birder Chris with his two-spot ladybird helping with his paperwork in the office today.
Colourful paperweight.
And then Nathan gets a little ringed plover. Bad photo just to beat Pookie. And then Pookie makes me jealous with my nemesis bird ×2.
As you do.
Some lovely shots of lesser spots. Looks like a female and a male there.
Enjoy the
Brambling.
bird trolling. We appreciate them.
A wren with nesting material. An orange underwing is next.
I love the frogs.
So Pookie, are these green frogs, are these different from the common frogs we get over here?
Nice frogs, says this Lex. Looks like a very polite frog.
You believe so? So I need to add that to our list then. Into our
Yeah, Nathan
amphibian
says
section.
one of the water frogs / green frogs. It is green, and it's a frog. Pelophylax spa.
So I'll call it green frog.
Sky frog. That's not a frog. That's what they want
I'll
you to
put
think.
that into NL. There we
Sky
go.
frog's just a big conspiracy.
I have done that now. And finishing off with some lovely crows fighting for some food. That's my food. No, it's mine. And then forgot the ruby tiger moth caterpillar.
It's a very cute little fuzzy thing.
I don't think it's on the list. Here is a bad image of a missile thrush. It wasn't on the list, I don't think, was it? Let me have a look down.
I think I had one a few weeks ago, but it
It
might not have
was
made it
on
to
the
the
list. Yeah, sorry.
but we still appreciate your picture of a missile thrush. It's a lovely, lovely missile thrush. Oh, peregrine from Nathan. Lovely pictures of it.
Yeah. And the Fulmer as well.
Especially the action shot of it pooping as well. I was very excited to see it poop because it was the most movement it had done in about the hour or so we were watching it. And the Fulmar. What a bird.
It's amazing how you can watch a bird for so long it doesn't do anything. Then literally you close your eyes and you open them again and it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I was afraid he was going to do that every time I'd look over that. Cool, look back. It's still there, still there, still there. It's a big, big all blob.
These ones are Nathan's birdie.
Peregrine and Fulmar.
Beautiful birds. And then on to another lifer for Nathan. You've been getting a lot of these recently, Nathan. A Lapland bunting.
Borderline nitpick, but you can actually ID it, so it's not.
Pretty sure Nick and Nathan are the same person.
Have you seen both of us in the same room? Oh, just switch accounts.
Then a little ring plover, another lifer. Then a Lapland bunting and little ring plover.
In the same image. Whoa. Some lovely snipe.
And then finishing off with some lovely snipe images. And then more from Nathan.
I love the last snipe image on the reflection. I think that's really lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wren with nesting material because they're getting all ready for the breeding season. I think that makes this a male because I'm pretty sure it's the male that makes the nest, and you'll make multiple nests.
Yeah.
And then the female that he's courting, he'll take around to all the different nests, and she tells him which one she likes, and then he's got to renovate it
I think that's true.
to make it just right.
Like, okay, this one, yes. Real estate. Please like it. I put so much effort into it.
Lovely grey seal.
Oh, it just looks so content. Like, that seal has got no worries in life. It is just
Sleeping in the middle,
vibing.
like bobbing there. It's lovely. Nursery web spider.
Oh, that image. I was there when Nathan took this shot. I'm proud
How
to say
excited
it.
was he when he looked at it? Glossy pillar snail.
It's like, oh yeah, that's the one. That's a good one.
Is that
So
what he
I was
said?
like, oh my god, that was amazing. Just so chill about it. It's like, that's a nice one.
And then a moss springtail. I'm about to go into some of yours, birdie.
Oh, the legs.
Gorgeous Dunnock image.
No. Just love the slaty Craver done it.
And then a true Andy pick.
This is the
This is a true Andy pick.
It's blurry. It focused on the sticks in front of it. Oh, it's zoomed in. It's tick, tick, tick.
everything makes it an Andy pick, other than the fact that you can actually ID what it is.
That's a
Beautiful grey wagtail. Honestly, me when I tried to take a bird pic, so it's Pazuzu. So pics with some blue throats. Beautiful blue throat call.
I love Pookie's videos. Really cool, so lovely.
Pookie, quick question for you while we're going through these other images. Do you use just the recording button when you're on your standard setting for taking photographs, or do you move to the movie maker setting? So for a male pipit, this is a male linnet. Moving on to some frogs. 3 frogs, all facing away.
Oh,
They don't want their photographs taken,
camera
or they're
shy.
giving you, or they're mooning you. Long-tailed tit, and then a beehive in making. Movie manual only when focus is an issue. You just use the
Oh.
record button. Cool. So how do you keep it focused then? Because I'm really struggling to keep focus with mine.
Does your camera have ADHD?
I think so.
It's losing focus all the time.
This is just a vid to enjoy while add bug info in later posts. I think this is such a cool little video with just all the bugs moving around.
The music as well. It's like it's meditating. It's like, welcome to this bug.
And Nathan with a couple of Dunnock images. And another filmer. We'll make that 2 filmers. And a chuff. I think we've lost Nick again for a few minutes. Focus at the bird in photo mode. Keep the focus and looking at it and press the movie record button. Okay. Because as you can see from my video earlier, that like the bird kept moving in and out of focus. So now these are mountain goats, and we had Herdwick sheep as well, and I've added them to our list. Don't know whether I should have done that or not. And we've got 2 peregrines, and then peregrine all ruffled up. And even more images of peregrines. Was it just flying, Nathan, or were you actually getting some hunting activity as well? Cool, moving on to some barnacle images. So we're starting off with a light emerald moth larva. I'm not even going to attempt to give it its Latin name. That's a caterpillar swinging from a tree. Just flying between the nest and cliff. I ended up going a bit later than I had planned, so we're not hunting. Okay. This is a rain black clock ground beetle. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I returned.
You have.
Ah, finally. Thank you, Barnacle. My Wi-Fi is atrocious.
Then we move on to a rove beetle. And a large yellow underwing larvae.
Thanks, Wi-Fi. Stern finger wiggle at it.
And then a Chrysalina staphylea, a type of leaf beetle.
Very pretty beetle, this one.
Yeah, very cool.
So tiny.
And then there's a brimstone moth larva next, which is super cool.
Great pictures of them.
Yeah.
Your legs tucked up.
Again, swinging from a tree. I wonder how they don't get gobbled up. This is the whole situation of, is it a caterpillar or is it a stick?
Your favorite game.
And then Pook's got some more fat ants.
This is some wrecking ball now.
Then Shadow of a Marsh Harrier. And we got Paper Wasp. First wasp of the year. I saw a couple of wasps the other day, actually. Some more froggies.
Still waiting for my first wasp.
And then more blue throats. Very jealous of you getting blue throats. Bird I'd
Such a
love to see.
beautiful one.
Stunning. Meadow pipit, then an alder fly, then a peacock butterfly.
I really love that peacock picture. It feels very nice to look at.
Yeah.
Very nicely framed.
And more from Pookie. Reed bunting.
Just trying to hide behind that stick.
He's trying to make an Andy pick. Then some grey wagtails. And then some white wagtails. Then a near impossible picture of a Seti's warbler.
You got it though. It's very
You
impressive.
did get it. You can see it.
Hmm.
Be trying to get a picture of one of them for some time now. Then a lovely black-tailed godwit image. And then a comma butterfly. Another comma butterfly. And these next ones are yours, Nick. So do you want to go through them?
Yeah, I had a lovely Carabus problematicus, which, so we were taking off an old bird box to put up a red start box, and I was like wiggling this thing, prying it, trying to get a crow like a jimmy behind it to take off the box. And then after about 5 minutes of wiggling, squishing, and everything, this little bug comes perfectly crawling out from behind it, and I have no idea how I didn't smush it into a paste. I'm very happy I didn't, but it just came out completely unfazed. Like, oh, hello. But yeah, I'm very happy to see them. A very, very lovely beetle. Very beautiful. And then, yes, a lovely boot bug seen at South Stack, which is a lovely name of Enoplops scapha. I just think Enoplops is such a funny word. That's great. Beetle lifted the box and said, "That's true." Maybe I was struggling, and the beetle's like, "All right, I'll give you a helping hand." Like, and just pops off. Solid bug, handsome pose. 10 out of 10. Yeah, then a cupboard spider, which was a false widow kind of group of spiders, which I found in my laundry bin, which was interesting. Apparently, they're not poisonous, but Wikipedia describes them as medically significant, which I feel like is somehow worse, but that's a fun way of describing it. Then a lovely heath rustic I found climbing up the side of a mountain, all curled up, and then a nice fir club moss on top of the mountain. It's lovely sticking out there. And then, yeah, on to Nathan's pick. An Andy pick, of the glorious mystery bird, which there's nothing there. Even a
It's a
sock
sock
puppet
It's a
is.
sock puppet. That's all it is. There's probably reed bunting in there, possibly Seti's warbler.
I say it's a wren somewhere.
Probably a wren. Keep moving
Yeah.
down. We actually get the proper pictures. There we go.
Um,
Of a glorious bittern.
bird, yeah. Great pictures though.
We had a sand martin there. We've got a lapwing. Lovely kestrel. And then some booming. Let's listen to the booming. And pictures of shoes.
Look at lovely shoes, Nathan.
And then yesterday is a slow park day for Pookie. He only saw a tawny owl, a Siberian chipmunk. Lovely 7-spot ladybug. Just a tawny, yeah. Song thrush and kingfishers.
I love that picture of the kingfishers.
Yeah. The one
One
just
just
darting
perching.
in.
Yeah, and I was like, meow.
And Nathan, this is today at 1:58. I don't know if this is I think this is AM. So 2
It
o'clock
is
in the morning these are being
2 a.m.
uploaded. We now know how Nathan sees so much stuff. He's this was 2 a.m. You're out non-stop. So this is an early thorn moth. A yellow dungfly next, which is a fantastic image.
Did you go out at night as well, Nathan, to go see these? Because it looks dark. Like, imagine the moths you could find.
Marble gall wasp. Wow. Salpingus full yeah, whatever.
It's Salpingus ruficollis.
Is that what it is?
Maybe. Salpingus. It's great. Yeah, you're out between 9 p.m. and 12:30 a.m. It's all some great stuff. And the picture's just amazing. Yeah, that common oak purple. You had Dryseriocrenia subpurpurella. I had one of them as well today. Very beautiful tiny moth. What was that? And the Orcasalus and Cincta and the Alismocephalus cambridgei. That's the one. And a lovely portrait of the early thorn. It was very lovely. Like, great view of the antenna. Almost like antlers. It has some floof in its eye. Oh no!
And then Pookie, a much more reasonable 12:45. So just after lunch, an overcast day with a black cap, a
Oh,
female reed
yeah.
bunting.
Nathan, I saw you at 9 a.m. this morning looking completely conscious and fine. How did you get enough sleep?
Lovely white wagtail. And then some
Yes.
gargany.
Oh, it's
Fabulous
great.
ducks.
And the
And a lovely
raven
raven.
perched atop.
And finally, from Nathan again, at 5 o'clock this evening, a herald moth. a Cepidophilus latorius.
That's a great looking bug. Nathan, I'm always wide awake to see animals no matter how much sleep. No,
Great spotted
I
woodpecker.
respect that. I agree. Gotta be out and about. Sleep is for later.
And the
I wonder where
two
the
red kite
name.
images are just fab.
I wonder where the name Gargany comes from, says Barnacle. A quick look. Comes
And
from the
finally,
Italian Gargany. That's very helpful, Google, thank you.
Metatrichia floriformis.
Oh,
It's
okay.
amazing.
Going for the Gargany. From the Latin language word gargany, variant of garganello, by dissimilation of earlier gargalella, diminutive of gargalar, ultimately from the late Latin gargalar, or treacle artery, from the root garg, throat, imitative of gargling, so throat. Huh?
Like what Pookie said, we call teal winter teal and gargany summer teal.
Oh, that's much easier. Might stick with that, to be honest. Yeah, also gargling.
Do they sound like they gargle? Now that is a good question.
If only someone could do a bird sound impression for us.
Let me. Gargany. Oh, they do. They do.
Oh, you're not meant to do the group animal impression. Oh,
If you've ever heard a gargany, you'll understand the gargling. Yes, I'm listening to it now.
no, I need to listen to it. You're meant to just redeem it for Andy Barnacle. Oh,
Does it? Ah, 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 ah.
it
It
sounds
sounds
like a
like that.
it sounds like a zombie.
Yeah.
I need to. Oh, yeah, like, or something like that. I think yours is better, Andy.
I think mine is better.
Yeah. Oh. You can't get low enough.
uh,
Like,
uh,
just sound like we're
uh,
unsure about stuff. Like,
yeah.
I'll have a yes, a with a oh, great Gargany impressions.
I think it's
Uh,
gargany.
almost
Almost
like a
like a
frog.
frog.
Yes, our
No,
impressions are
I,
that good.
I,
They sound like a frog.
yeah,
Oh.
I don't think it's that deep. It actually sounds like the like if you've got ridges on a piece of wood and you run another piece of wood across it. That
Yeah.
it's
Or
kind of
like
counts.
yeah, like a big comb, like a really big toothed comb, like
Yeah,
oh, just like that. There you go, Barnacle. I hope you're happy with your 2,500 points spent. Oh, there we go. One thing I want to talk about as we finished our lovely um, wildlife encounters is we were thinking of doing more like community nights or like community night streams because that's what we have here. We have a community. We were talking a bit about this on Friday with Bar. I think Pookie was there as well. So we're thinking of doing things like game nights where we all join in on games instead of like just myself and Andy playing and then everyone else watches. So there's all these different kind of like casual games you can play with each other. So thinking of doing like a bit like Pictionary kind of thing where people can like draw and we all guess, or charades or stuff like that where we all join in. So we're thinking of doing those on a Wednesday stream. So like everyone's still here on for like the regular time, and everyone can join if they wanted. We think maybe doing like once a month. We can try doing once a month. Like let's say it's like the first stream of the month is a community stream, and we can just chat about anything. Like there's no particular structure. Like it's much more casual stream. We play games. We watch videos, watch documentary, watch movies, or anything that we just want to do as a community. Just as an idea, if everyone or if anyone thought that was a good idea, would be
We go
interested in
rogues as
joining.
Barnacle.
Maybe not that relaxed, but no, because we love the community we have, so we want to do more to help foster the community spirit, or whatever you say. Just enjoy spending time with each other and being around each other. So if people enjoy the sound of a community stream semi regularly, then we'll put that idea forward and maybe have that starting in a few weeks or something like that. Could have a few ideas for some games we could all play together.
Yeah, Pookie, or was it Barnacle that you named an app that we can use, or a program that we can use that'll do that? I can't remember what it was.
Oh yeah, there was something.
Gartic, that's it.
Ah,
Where's my pen?
got it.
I'm gonna write that down just so I don't forget it.
But yes, because it's like something where anyone can join. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to install anything. You just go to a website
Yep.
and you're all ready. Because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Just silly games with half dozen of us or so, just all drawing and guessing silly things.
Gartic.io.
And we could
All
do
guess
it.
win.
There we go. We could do it like it's, if people prefer, we could do it like off stream. So we could all just join like a Discord channel, not have it streaming onto the internet anywhere. We can just like join if you want to turn on like microphones and cameras or anything, and just have a very chill session with everyone. This could be fun to play games with everyone or chat, watch stuff. Bark likes the sound of it.
We play Gartic phone quite a bit and usually give prompts of two animals and then you draw the hybrid. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I
Oh, that'd
like
be
that,
quite fun.
Nathan. I like that idea.
We should do that. But yeah, as an idea, first stream of the month, community stream. I think that'd be great fun.
We're just every so often.
Yeah.
Did you know that next week we're 1 year old?
My gosh.
1 year.
Our birthday is soon. The big
Yes,
single
Barnacle.
digit.
No way. We are 1 year old. So it was the last Wednesday of March last year.
Wow.
So if I go see what that date was,
Just a wee baby.
that was the 27th. So tomorrow we're 1 year old.
Yeah, so next week we will have our, I say big birthday stream. We'll come up with something because
Yeah.
Cat will be with us for next week, so be all three of us.
Maybe we'll even we'll trial a little bit of Gartic. Maybe we'll just trial
That'll
it.
be fun. We'll play around, maybe a few rounds. That'd be quite fun just to play with each other. Maybe we'll get a quiz. Oh, that'd be fun, a quiz.
Maybe Doodle.io or something.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. Yeah.
Be quite cool.
1 year.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Anyway, do you have some news?
I do. I have 1.5 bits of news kind of thing. Should I just go through both of them now?
Yes.
Oh, Scribbler's one as well. Yes. Yeah, we'll try Scribble as well. So I have one bit of news, which I'll mention, which was one from Bird Guides, which I saw. I think when was it? On the 19th, so a week ago. That was saying medieval birds of prey thrived on human waste, and this was research. Who was it by? University of Reading. Juliet Waterman, who was the lead researcher at University of Reading, and they were talking about how they found birds of prey like red kite, common buzzard, and white-tailed eagle over the past 4,000 years had a strong reliance on scraps in medieval settlements. So areas such as Oxford, Winchester, and London, they had found that they were often feeding on discarded food and scraps from settlements thousands of years ago, which I thought was very cool. It's not just like a modern seagull thing where you nix your Greg sausage roll, but it's been going back thousands of years. So that was a cool bit of science which I saw, which I'll pop in the Discord actually, in case anyone's interested in reading about
Barnacle
it.
was worried it was the other kind of waste.
No, no. Scraps, like food scraps and off cuttings and things.
What we should do is we should create a news channel in Discord so we can
We
put news
should.
articles and stuff in there.
I shall do that after the stream, so I'm not going to spam the general chat. But that was a nice bit of news that I saw. And then the other important thing which I wanted to make people aware of is that on the 29th, so this Saturday, there is going to be a partial solar eclipse. So people have probably seen in the news there was the total lunar eclipse a week or so ago. So coming up, we have a partial solar eclipse. So Thistleaxe has kindly put up a picture here. So the darker the red, the more of the eclipse you will see. So over here in the UK, we're getting about 40-ish% of the eclipse. So it will start, I think it's around 10 a.m. UK time, so it'll be GMT, I think. Yeah, GMT. The eclipse will start, reach its peak at about 11 a.m. with it covering the moon covering about 40% of the sun's disk, and then about 12 midday, the moon will pass away again. So it'll only be there for a few hours. And then the total eclipse of the heart. Yes. Cue the music. I'll put in a link there, so you can click on that, and then it will show you. You can put in your exact location, postcode, city, whatever, and it'll give you the details. So exactly what time it will start, how much you will see when it'll finish, things like that. But as a reminder, please do not look directly at the sun with your naked eyes. It can permanently damage your eyesight, so please do not do that. There are plenty of ways to appreciate a solar eclipse. So you can get protective films. So solar filter has to be a solar filter, not just like photography. Have like ND filters, or like neutral density. These are not dark enough. You have to use kind of actual solar filters if you want to like point your camera or look through binoculars at the sun. In the UK, peaks around 11 a.m. Thank you for Alex. And you can also use like pinhole cameras. So if you have like a sheet of paper, use a small pin, poke a hole, and then shine the light through onto a flat surface. It could be another piece of paper. You can project the view of the sun that way nicely as well. One of my favorite ways is, hopefully there'll be leaves out at this point, fingers crossed. But if there are leaves out, all the different light shining through the leaves form lots of small pinhole cameras, and that will, because usually see like out of focus, like camera blurs and things, like a nice big white circle, or like light shining through the trees, you see like a big disc. but during a partial solar eclipse or a full solar eclipse, all the light shining through will have all the perfect little kind of cuts out of the sun as well. So if there are leaves out and about, have a look at that. But yeah, there's lots of different ways you can just shine. Like you have binoculars or so, you can focus it the right way and you can shine it onto a flat bit of equipment or something like that. But there are plenty of other ways. If you just look up how to safely view a solar eclipse online, there's plenty of different ways, depending on what equipment you have. But as a reminder, please do not look directly at the sun at any point for any duration because it can damage your eyesight permanently. But please go and appreciate the solar eclipse because we don't get that many here in the UK. So
I remember the last one I saw. I was living here in Nottingham. Must be over 10 years ago. Was the last one. That was really cool to see. Can't recall if I used bins.
behind the bins at work. I had 2 pieces of card and poked a hole in one glass. So yeah, that's a really good way, and it works very well.
Yeah, and also sunglasses are not strong enough to protect your eyes.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for saying. Sunglasses are nowhere near.
So that's not good. Now, if you have a welding mask, that does work.
If you have one of them lying around.
If you have a welding mask, yeah.
Total eclipse in 2019. I hope there was. In the UK, we didn't have a total solar eclipse. I think we had a total lunar eclipse in 19 or 18. I was in India. Oh, that's very cool. I'd love to see a total solar eclipse. Yeah, I think they did have one in India then, didn't they?
Yeah, Brian Cox was there. Professor Brian Cox.
I remember that. But yes. 99. I wish I could remember that one. But I did not exist. Sad days. Anyway.
You did not exist.
Let's not dwell on that fact.
I was working full time.
Yeah. Total or partial solar eclipse on
the
Saturday.
youth of today, says Barnacle.
What's that supposed to mean? Out there not existing. Oh, classic Gen Z or whatever I am. It was an annual solar eclipse, is this?
Making me feel so old, Nick.
Nah, we're all youthful. What's a thing that would help? I can't think of anything. At least you're not older. No, that sounds worse. Sounded way wetter in my head.
Yeah, cool. Right. I think that's it then. I think we're done.
I think so. Everybody's been lurking. Looking at some wildlife encounters from Discord, then we'll talk about the idea of a community night stream, or not stream, where we just play games, have chats, watch films, documentaries, whatever. Thinking maybe doing that once a month, if you like the idea of that. We can talk about more on the Discord or other time. We did see your very Andy pick, Birdie. We were very impressed. We like that a lot.
Of your grey wagtail.
That was like the Andiest of picks. It was very good. And then I quickly touched on a news story where birds of prey from the last thousands of years have been preying on human scraps. That is food scraps, not direct human waste. And then talking about the partial solar eclipse, which is happening this Saturday. So 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., peaking at around 11 a.m. About 40-ish% of the sun will be covered. But please be careful when viewing the sun. So look up ways to view it.
Burry Chris just said the 12th of August next year looks good for an eclipse. 91 to 96% coverage.
Ooh.
Pookie says more of a nitpick, in my humble opinion. You could see the bird. And you could ID it as well.
Oh, that is true. We can use like predictions to do things like Is this an Andy pick or a Nick pick?
We're gonna have to come
And
up with one for Kat as well now that she's got a camera.
yeah, we'll work out over the next few weeks as we see Cat's picks coming in. What makes a cat pick?
Yeah. Although she did have fun the other
Yeah.
day, I got a message from her going, I think I've broken my camera. It won't focus.
Oh no.
And I was just sending her messages going, okay, what the settings like, blah, blah, blah. And it turned out that she'd accidentally flicked the the camera into manual focus.
Oh
Because
no.
there's a little button on the back that just allows you to do that, and it's so easy just to flick it.
Oh.
So we sorted it out pretty quick, and she's off again now to take pictures. So
Yeah, the panic of like, oh god, have I just broken my expensive thing?
yeah,
But yeah. Got
we
some
know what
full
the
moon.
weather's going to be like, especially now that there's an eclipse. It's going to be cloudy and
Oh, I
rainy.
know.
I'm
Fingers
looking forward to
crossed.
it as well, Barnacle. I really am.
Even if it's slightly hazy or cloudy, then hopefully you'll to see it. But yes.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm very excited.
the one I saw last, it was a beautiful clear sky,
Mm.
and I was on Castle Boulevard. Just literally, I was sat underneath the castle because the castle sits on top of a cliff here in Nottingham. Sat at the bottom in a nice little park area, and there it was in the sky above me. I was chatting to my dad about it as well because he was at work, and he worked in a mechanic's garage, and he
Mm.
was outside with his welding mask, holding it in front of his face, watching it. So
That's nice.
it's very cool. Eclipse by cloud is a true eclipse. It
Yeah. The British eclipse.
is. Right.
Yeah.
Shall we
You got
head
any?
off?
Yeah. So you got any plans for the week?
So I'm going to be back on Friday for our gaming stream, and we were playing Untitled Goose Game this
Mm.
Friday. So that'll be a first for me. I'll be a goose. I'll be honking, honk honk. Uh,
Do tune in because that'd be a great stream. Brilliant
so
game.
I'm looking forward to that. So it'll be 7:30 on Friday night, and then I'm
No.
hoping I'm hoping to get out this weekend. It all depends on if I can get the banister on my landing finished. If I can, I'll be going out. If I
Fingers
can't,
crossed.
then I'm afraid I won't be going out, which means
Oh
next
no.
week for me will be quite bare
No.
because I've got a new carpet being fitted on
Mm.
Monday and I have to have it finished by then.
Mm.
So I'm afraid to say that's more important than seeing birdies.
That's a bad reasons.
Get Woodpecker to help make the banister. Yes. Maybe that's where the lessers are, or a beaver. The all action Untitled Goose Game starring Goose Willis. Yes, yes, Goose Willis.
Goose Willis
Have
Jenny.
you watched the Soviet Womble video as well, Birdicus on YouTube? Highly recommended, by the way. It's very funny.
Could have your own persona as a goose.
Yeah, maybe Birdicus.
Have your own evil goose persona
Yes.
going through the village.
That's cool. What about you? What plans have you got?
Working a few days, but hopefully get out and about. I'm off tomorrow to hopefully go and see the Tongues of Fire.
Oh,
So the
nice.
big
Yeah.
orange tentacly fungus. Someone went yesterday, and it has fruited. So it's like nice and plump from all the rain. So fingers crossed it's still there tomorrow and get some pictures. Would be very nice. And then I made something recently, which I wanted to try out. Is a big parabolic microphone
Ooh.
from a plant pot. So a plant pot parabolic. So I found an old plant pot, got some wood, strapped it together, I've got a little sound recorder. So hopefully, I want to try and take this out and get some nice videos, like recording of some nice bird song. Get some practice in before Dawn Chorus, which is coming quickly. It's only about a month away now.
Yeah, it is about a month away. It's It's the first. Is it the first weekend in
May, I think.
May?
So basically a month away. So
Yeah, I want to get out again this year and do the same as I did last year and get a recording of it. I think it'd be quite cool.
But yeah, hopefully give that a go. See how recordings come out.
First Sunday in May, says Birdicus. Thank you.
Nice.
We still have the channel as well in Discord for it.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, we
Do we?
do.
Do we? Do?
Dawn Chorus.
Yeah, Don Chorus channel. So there we go. We can use that again this year. It's a plunger mic, says Pookie.
I mean, anything slightly concave and rounded will work, like mixing bowls, dustbin lids, anything like that. Highly recommend because it's a lot of fun and it does make a big difference. I quickly tested it here, just talking to my partner the other side of the room, holding up and not using it, and it does make a difference. So hopefully it's
Cool.
nice.
I want videos videoing you of using it.
I'll try and get that.
That's what I want.
Be good.
The chocolate dome with a Tunix tea cake. Yes, Barnacle. Yes.
Going outside.
I might have to use that, and then I can scoop out the loveliness inside and eat it.
My microphone gone.
There's someone on Twitch that does recordings of bird songs, semi-pro. That's cool, Pookie.
Oh, do you know their username? That'd be fun to check out.
Take the boy out, Scotland.
Tannix.
Chris, you're not there on Fridays. I'm eating Tunix tea cakes and Tunix caramels live on stream while gaming.
You gotta be there.
and then making, which I didn't realize you had to do. Then making paper airplanes out of the wrappers.
Yeah, Friday nights are crazy over here. Holy crap!
Songbirder.
Songbird. Oh, we should set up a shout out.
Oh, we should set up so, shouldn't we?
Shout out to Songbirder because our thing doesn't set up yet.
Cool. Right. So we'll be back. I'll be back on Friday, and then all three of us will be back on Wednesday next week for our 1 year anniversary.
Whoa.
Thank you for joining us tonight. It has been awesome.
Lovely stream.
Yeah.
I see we got California Burbs live. Should we give him a raid?
Shall we give him a raid? Let me go and...
Thank you, Nathan and Barnacle. Thank you, everyone, for joining. If you're chatting or lurking, whatever, it's just thanks for being here. It's lovely being with you all.
There we go. We're ready to go. Fab. Right. Bye, everybody. We will see you again soon. Canadian that also does song reviews for the Merlin app. Oh, cool. That's good to know, Pookie. Thank you so much. Songbirder. I'll go look him up now. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Good.
And yeah, we haven't lost Nick yet, but I think it's going to go again in a second. So we'll catch you all later.
Oh no, not again.
Nick is asleep. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.